That one you dedicated to all the bicycle riders, seen? Bicycle rider, bicycle rider.
So I thought I'd do a follow-up video on the bike build that I did. I think first of all, let me switch this machine off. That must be better. Okay, so if you haven't seen the first video, what I did is I had a giant Rapid 3, which I kind of grew out of. I wanted drop handlebars. I didn't have the money to buy another bike, so I got a Shimano 105 Groupset, which is what the giant TCR had that I wanted, and then set about upgrading it myself, having not done any bike works other than changing an inner tube when I was 15 and failing at that probably. But yeah, so just basically a video just to show how it's been since I've done it, if I had any problems, what problems like you're likely to have. So yeah, let's get into it. It's exactly the same as it was before, obviously. I did have to adjust this barrel adjuster yesterday because the gears were slipping slightly. The other thing that I have changed actually since I did it, which was the stem. So if you look at that there, basically I went to a place called Bike Science and did a bike fit on the TCR. And what they said is that because I've got longer arms, I'd need a 110mm stem. So I thought the geometry was similar. So when I got the bike parts for this, when I got the stem, I got 110mm one. I was just really stretched out. It was uncomfortable. But because I hadn't ridden a road bike, I wasn't sure if that's just the way it was. But then I went to the shop, exchanged it for a 90mm stem, and that's much better. I do still feel slightly stretched out. It's weird. Some days it's fine, some days it's not. The other thing is the barrel adjuster here. So if you look at the cables, so I've done them fairly short. I think as short as I could probably get away with doing them. And as you can see there, there's complete movement that way, and then same that way. But what I was finding is, so this barrel adjuster was, I just had to make adjustments on that, on the front mech. But it's great being there, so I'd fully recommend having it there, because you can do that on the fly, because it's only the front mech, and it's just, you know, you just kind of do it one way, get it wrong, and then you can go the other way, and then just kind of dial it in that way. That's what I was doing. And that's about it. I think overall, I've had 0 issues, major ones. I may have done the chain a little bit too long. You can see there, I've got a lot of, this is quite damaged here, which wasn't like that before, but I may have done the chain too long. I just basically did that from watching videos, so I'm not too sure. But I will take it into, I'm probably going to take it to cycle surgery, because that's where I got the bike from. So I might take it back there and then just get them to do a once-over check on it. And they might find that actually I've been an idiot and my chain is too long or too short. But I'll be surprised if they have an issue with any of the other stuff. You can adjust everything nice and easily. So if you're worried about this, don't even be worried. It'll be fine. Because what's the worst thing that can happen? You need to put the bike in a car, take it to a bike shop, and then they'll charge you a little bit just to fix it up. I don't know what's a major service is 100 quid. So as long as you've got your bottom bracket in and stuff like that, they should be able to do that for that. I would have thought. I did change the brake pads because they were rubbish. I can't really compare the ride against a Defy or a TCR because I've only ridden those two very briefly. But I really, really enjoy the ride. I don't know, I guess I was just used to it with the flat bars, and it was a comfortable bike then, and nothing's really changed. I suppose with the RS11 wheels, it may have gone it's got a bit sharper. I'd probably say there's been no disadvantage to doing this. So if you've got the money to do it, which I think all in, you should be able to do it for around 400 quid, buying all parts new, so if you get stuff second hand. But I was looking on eBay, and a Shimano 105 kit on second hand was only about 30-40 quid cheaper than buying it from an online retailer. So yeah, you might as well go new. Now when I'm looking at upgrading a bike, the bikes that I want have all got the same running gear that I've got. So the only thing I'm actually stand to gain, as well as like obviously some geometry and compliance, whatever that means in the front end. Because to be honest, the 105 is sweet as a nut. Because with the Sora, I think I had a Shimano Sora rear mech, but I had a Shimano Claris front mech, and the Sora was actually good. The clicking was nice. It was really dialed in nicely. It was absolutely fine. I'd say the 105 is better, but that might just be because of the triggers. It just feels nicer. But the difference in the front mech is huge, absolutely massive. Whereas before I'd have to kind of click my finger all the way in. Now it's just like a little tap, and it just goes in. So I'd love to use Di2 and just see how that improves on this. But I think if you're just doing everyday riding and you don't want to run out of battery or power or anything like that, like 105 will be absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Again, I haven't tried Tiagra, so I don't know how it would compare to that. I would like to try it because there's a lot of bikes that you see that are massively like lower because they've got Tiagra rather than 105. But you know, in real terms, is it going to make that much difference? Who knows? If you've got any questions, let me know. I'll be happy to answer anything you need. And I hope that you give it a go because it's so easy. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please subscribe to the channel.
Bike ride on